Everybody, welcome. I'm Pandy. I'm playing Red Orchestra 2. This is the Friday episode of me playing a video game, which is going to be Red Orchestra 2 single player until I finish the game. Difficulty is Hero, and pretty much I figured I'll play Hero since this is Heroes of Stalingrad, so I figured I'll get her done. This is the very first time that you get to play as the quote-unquote squad leader, where you have a little more control over your monkeys, the AI, your friendly AI. The enemy AI, of course, are masters at shooting the shit out of you and being able to kill all your friendlies. One of the things that's kind of like beating on me is the factor that there isn't just more than 12 guys on your side. You're just really limited on how many guys you have on your side. And along with that, just simply put, you don't get enough guys. I wish you can get like maybe 14, 15 more players on a team. Both sides, the Soviets and the Russians, the Soviets and the Germans, so that you can pretty much get more gunshots, more realism. Because who on earth the German commander is sending a squad in at a time into the railroad area is just simply stupid. I mean, if you're going to send anything in, you're going to send a platoon in. You're going to send a whole goddamn company in. You're not just going to send 12 guys like Bad Company, or, well, they only have 4. But still, I mean, you literally are giving the first 12 guys that you just simply send in at a time a death wish. Because if I learned anything from World of Tanks, if you just send 1 or 2 at a time in, instead of 5, 6, or 20, or 15, you're simply going to get slaughtered. It's not going to work out. But in this, I managed to play it. There's a little additional tactics that I've talked about in the last video about being patient, being real deliberate, waiting for reinforcements to come in. And because of that, I eventually will speed the video up from time to time. Also edited out my deaths, etc. But along with the squad leader stuff, it's just a factor that again, you just get more control over the AI, and it helps a little bit, but not by much. And I wish they simply made the AI a bit smarter. I mean, it seems they are very, very heavily scripted and don't really have much intelligence. They should have added like an algorithm where, they pretty much have some intelligence, not just being a scripted monster just walking around at random and they're shooting anything that they detect. Speaking of detection, I actually noticed a really, really bad flaw in regards to the enemy AI. If they're sitting there running away, you guys will see it at the end of the video. If you see them running away from you and you're sitting in one place and you aim and about to fire, but you like step to your left a little bit, it seems like the AI will hear your footstep and just boom, start shooting at you just like that, just without no looking, no nothing. At the very end of the video, or near the very end of the video, you'll see a point where I speed the video up and then it slows down, and I have a SVT in my hand, and it just simply, I step to the left a little bit, and the enemy heard my footsteps. Even though he was running and jogging, making footsteps himself, he just manages to hear me, turns around and just started shooting at me without even looking at me first. His gun just kind of like did one of those jerks, like it just turned real fast in his hand, like it doesn't even look like his hands moved, just the gun moved, and just muzzle flash. It's kind of weird, but that's one of the situations I'm talking about. They don't even look at you, they just hear your footsteps, and based off the footsteps they just start opening fire. It's hero difficulty, and I'll give it the fact that the enemy AI is just very, very, very good at what they do, which is killing just you and your teammates, of course. So along with that, the level railroad is a very, very pretty map. I really appreciate how fucked up the map is, and when I mean fucked up, I mean everything looks like it's been destroyed or mangled or something. Big ass bomb hole blown up right here. Everywhere is fucked up and blown up, and I started noticing that a lot of stuff is kind of destructible. Not everything, but there's quite a few objects that simply can be moved, like chairs and paintings and a few other things. What I want is the ability to like throw a grenade and like pieces of plaster fly off the wall and things like that. That'll be kind of neat. A lot like a Battlefield, but not. I kind of wanted, like, maybe the possibility to have, like, even though the map looks already super destructive, maybe a continuation of a destructible environment. Like, we should be able to, like, have artillery called onto a building and have chunks of that building start blowing off. That would be fucking sweet. I would love that. That would be something that I would really want and look forward to. Maybe toss a grenade somewhere and being able to, you know, maybe throw a grenade into a room, and if the room already is weakened, maybe a hole blow out the room. I don't know, because a lot of the German grenades are actually high explosive grenades. You know, they're not fragmentation, they're purely high explosive, so they should maybe make a little bit of a hole, right? I'm not 100% sure about that, but you guys let me know what you guys think about that. So just to kind of continue on with the squad leader tactics, I guess you can say, I've been finding that your light machine gun squad is the most heavily armed, and you can actually manage to keep the enemy from really counterattacking using them. The rifle squad is pretty useless, and the assault team pretty much can dish out a lot of lead, but it's just what I like to do is to go ahead and just send the rifle and the assault team on the attack, and then have a bit more control over the light machine gun team, because they pretty much dish out the most amount of fire possible, and they really can be utilized to kill a lot of the enemies. But that's just kind of like, it's hard to explain without actually being able to show you guys, like, in a controlled setting, and obviously the single player isn't exactly controlled. So, you know, I'm coming up to that point of the video where I get to, you know, that part that I talked about where the guy's gun just simply turns and flips around and just starts shooting at you. I should just shoot that guy in the back, and I eventually walk up to him and pick up his rifle, and then I'll walk back. There's a couple guys over here once I get that rifle. And you guys will see what I mean when the AI is just super built up and just seems real, like, really like Superman style. You guys will see it in a little bit. And I don't really want to get into another subject. I'll talk probably more about the game itself on the next video, which I think is the Red Factory, or October, I forgot, Red October, I don't know. But here it is, here it's coming up. You guys are going to see it, and I'm going to shut up for a minute so you guys can see. Did you guys see that? Did you see how I just kind of stepped to the left and he just kind of moved his gun? Like, his gun didn't even move. Like, his gun moved without his head moving. He just put rounds right above me. That's crazy. Like, I don't know how the AI can actually do that, but damn. Doesn't matter. I get to give a game away, so I don't have to rant too much. As promised from Wednesday, since today is Friday, I'm going to be giving away Arma 2. This includes Operation Arrowhead and also the regular Arma, along with the British forces and all the expansion packs, DLCs that have came out since. To win said game, you just must subscribe to my channel and also post a comment down below. The winner will be announced on my website, pandycole.com. You'll find the link in the description along with my Twitter and Facebook. So I thank everyone for watching and listening to me rant and speak really bad English and fucking it up. You know, I kind of can't really do live commentary when I do this because I'm just too focused on the game. But I've told myself not to edit any of this audio, you know, unless it's like a audio defect where I make a, like, I touch the microphone or something, or, you know, the microphone makes a weird noise. So everything here is unedited, and I'm just talking out of my ass because I can't really come up with a script for this. So, you know, this is all live. So thank you. You guys take it easy and good hunting.